might be wondering, I have people that are coming over to my home, but I do not know where to start, and I don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to make mistakes. This is my first time hosting guests. What are some of those things that I should remember to do in preparation for my guests, so we can have a pleasant, they can have a pleasant visit, and I can also feel comfortable about, how my guests are? Well, very simple 3 things that I'll be letting you know about, so keep watching this video. Tip number 1 is, when you are hosting, of course, make sure that you are hosting in advance. So these guests that just drop in anytime, those ones are not visitors, those are practically your housemates. But if you're actually hosting, of course you have been told about their visit in advance, and so that means you should also be preparing in advance. One of the things that is very important for you to ask beforehand is if there are any foods that your guests might not be okay with. So for example, say you have 4 guests coming in, you need to be sure that, and maybe you wanted to prepare say turkey and maybe plantain and a salad, a fish salad. You need to be sure that everyone is okay with things that might be allergenic to them, like fish. Everyone is okay with turkey, everyone is okay with plantain, because you might cook that, and if you do not have an idea of how acceptable these foods are for your guests, you might have wasted your effort by the time they come and they cannot eat what you have prepared. So you need to know if everyone is okay with your menu. So here's the thing: set out a menu beforehand as well, prepare that, and then send it over to them so they are able to check it out and see if they're okay with those foods. Tip number 2, which I also am still working on, is make sure you know the number of people that are actually coming in to visit. So confirm the people that are coming in, and people change their schedules all the time. Someone might have confirmed that they will be coming in a week ago, but then 2 days to the visit, something comes up for them and they are not able to come. So you might want to check again the evening before you host, that all the people that confirmed are actually going to come are still on board with coming to visit, so that you don't end up over preparing or under preparing food. Sometimes you might just prepare so much food, and then you find there are very few people that have come, and you have wasted so much food and efforts as well. Or there might be more people that come, especially in our African settings. We find that more people than you planned for usually come. So you want to confirm and make sure you have enough food for the people that are coming. That's why it's important for you to make sure you know how many people will be coming in to visit. That way you are more prepared. You either have a little bit extra, but you don't have excess of food, or you don't have too little of food. The last tip number 3, is to only prepare foods that you are actually comfortable with, or how to prepare really well. So don't start trying when you are going to host guests and say, let me try and see how this will turn out. You may, unless you're going to do a test run the night before, or trials the night before. But if you don't do that and you just go on the actual day of hosting, and then you cook things you have not really cooked before, or you are trying to do well that you have not really been doing well in the past, you might find that it backfires on you and you have terrible food made for your guests. So make sure that you have a list again of foods prepared in your menu that you know you are really good at, so that you know your guests can actually appreciate them, enjoy them, and you will also feel comfortable and at peace when your guests are around and eat your food and finish your food. Yeah, so those are the 3 tips that I thought would be very, very helpful for us who host, us that like to, you know, bring people together, let people be merry, and just bring that food out that actually makes them happier. That was it. If this was helpful, do let me know in the comment section, but also you can let me know about any of those things that you think we always forget to do when we are hosting guests. Until next time, Amanda's channel is where you were at. I will see you. Do remember that wellness is an adventure. Share this, subscribe, and you know, let's spread the word about food and living right and healthy. Until next time, bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's amazing that you even come and check on this content here because you are enthusiastic about wellness and nutrition just like me.